husband said his mom felt left out on Facebook, so I included her in everything. My husband completely lost his mind over a Facebook comment his mother made on our anniversary post. We were having breakfast when he pulled up his phone and showed me the screen like he'd discovered evidence of a crime. My mom feels excluded from our marriage, and I think we need to fix this immediately. I stared at the comment, which literally just said, "Wish I could have joined you two lovebirds," with a smiley face emoji under a photo of our anniversary dinner at an expensive steakhouse. She's being passive-aggressive about feeling left out, and I won't stand for it. Family should always be included. I looked at this man who once told his mother she couldn't stay over because we needed space. She lives 40 minutes away, and we see her every Sunday for dinner already. That's exactly the problem. We're not making enough effort to include her in our daily lives, and she's obviously crying for help through social media. The comment had 3 likes, and his mom had posted 12 recipes and a cat video since writing it. So what exactly are you proposing here? I asked. She needs to be included in everything we do as a couple from now on to repair this relationship. Family doesn't have boundaries, and my mother deserves better from us. I paused, then smiled sweetly and said, "You're absolutely right, honey." The very next morning, I called his mother while he was in the shower. "I need you at my gynecologist appointment in an hour because your son says you were excluded from our marriage." Dead silence on the other end before she finally spoke. "He saw your anniversary comment and decided you need to be included in everything now," I explained. "That was just a nice comment because the restaurant looked fancy in the picture," she protested. "Well, you're coming to my pap smear now because family has no boundaries." She showed up confused but brought coffee. My husband's face when he came home to find us discussing my cervical health over wine was priceless. 2 days later, I brought her to our couples therapy session where she sat between us taking notes. The therapist kept asking why my mother-in-law was present. My husband insisted because of her Facebook comment, I explained, while his mother nervously suggested we should try date nights and therapy without her. "But you were so excluded, remember?" I reminded her. "That evening I called her while my husband and I were getting intimate. Your son wants you included, so you're on speakerphone," I announced. My husband went rigid with horror. "Oh dear God, please hang up on me right now," his mother begged. "Can't do that because of that anniversary dinner situation," I replied. She started crying while I described what was happening. "This is punishment, isn't it?" my husband whispered while his mother prayed loudly in another language. "This is inclusion, honey, just like you demanded," I assured him. The next morning, I picked her up for his quarterly investor presentation, where she sat front row knitting a scarf. His boss asked who the woman was when she dropped yarn that rolled across the conference room. "That's my mother," my husband explained miserably. His mom waved sheepishly. The investors exchanged concerned glances. When he got home, I had her in our bed watching Netflix. She's joining us for bedtime since she was so excluded. He slept on the couch while his mother and I watched reality shows until 3 a.m. while discussing his childhood embarrassments. I brought her to his prostate exam where she held his hand. The doctor asked if everything was okay at home. "We're fine," was all he could manage while she patted his head. At his company holiday party, I introduced her as my emotional support mother-in-law. She goes everywhere with us since the Facebook incident. His coworkers thought we were in a throuple. His mother spent the evening explaining to horrified colleagues that she just wanted grandchildren, not this nightmare. By week 3, she was desperate and called him crying every morning. "Please, I don't want to know about your digestive issues or your intimate schedule or your work drama anymore," but I kept including her in everything from bikini waxes to root canals. She'd sit in waiting rooms with her head in her hands while strangers gawked at us. Then I brought her to his colonoscopy prep, and my husband finally reached the end of his rope. "Mom doesn't belong here," he pleaded from the bathroom. But that Facebook comment showed she was excluded from our medical journey. She was sobbing in the hallway while he dealt with the laxatives. "This is abuse," she yelled through the door. "This is what your son wanted," I chimed in. On the drive home from the hospital where she'd watched his entire colonoscopy on the monitor, he finally cracked. "Please stop including my mother in everything." I pulled into our driveway slowly. "But she made that Facebook comment, remember? And you said family doesn't have boundaries." His mother was in the back seat still traumatized. "I'm moving to Florida immediately."